Hi, welcome to 7 Report in our first look at the Subtank Nano from Kangertech. I haven't opened up this box yet. It's been very tempting. I'm going to see. I might not need the scissors for this. Maybe let's just draw a line here. See what all is inside the Subtank Nano. Kangertech. Nice packaging. I like the red and black. On the back it tells you this kit contains one Subtank Nano, one OCC sub-ohm 0.5 ohm coil, that OCC organic cotton coil, range is 15 to 30 watts, and one OCC 1.2 ohm coil, range 12 to 25 watts. One Pyrex glass tube, one manual. Let's see what it looks like. We can figure out how to open it. Oh, it slides. Very nice. A little caution about using the cotton coil, the manual, and with the manual, a way to authenticate the product. And then it comes with one of the coils already included inside the tank, the additional coil, and an additional glass tank. Let's take that down there. Take a look. That's very nice. Now this won't work with the 0.5 ohm coil on my iStick Mini because it'll only fire something at 1.0 ohms or higher, but it should work with the 1.2 ohm coil. So we'll get it filled up with some juice and switch out the coils. I believe it's the 0.5 ohm that they put inside of the package when they first ship it. Yeah, this says 1.2, and it actually tells you the wattage range right on the coil. So we'll have to swap out the coils and give me a few minutes to read the owner's manual, and we'll put this in and fire it up on the iStick from eLeaf. Again, we want to thank the folks at Kangertech for making it possible for us to review the Subtank Nano. Okay, here's that caution card. It says, caution, organic cotton coil, OCC, organic cotton made in Japan, installation tips. Drip 2 to 3 drops of e-juice into the top center of OCC head before screwing it onto the tank. Fill tanks with e-juice and install coil to tank. Wait 30 seconds before vaping. So we'll do that as we get this thing ready. Okay, again, here's the tank itself. We'll get a little closer look at that. I don't know how clearly you can be able to see that. It's etched on there. Kangertech. I don't know if you can see that very clearly or not. Let's stand up. And then there is the owner's manual. And I'm going to take a quick look at that again before I pull this thing apart and switch out the coils, because it does have the 0.5 ohm coil in there, and my eLeaf iStick is not going to fire on the 0.5 coil. It will on the 1.2 ohm coil. So we're going to take a quick look at this. We'll take the tank apart and replace the coil, swap out the 0.5 ohm for the 1.2 ohm, and then we'll get some juice in it, and we'll do a first vape or 2, or maybe even 3. Okay, before I take it apart, there's one more thing I wanted to look at. And again, I'm not sure how close you're going to be able to see this. That's the adjustable airflow. Right now, it is all the way open. And if you turn it, and it will click in. There's one hole, so that I think is the smallest. And then there's 2 holes. Turn it again, it's all the way open. And then it is totally closed. And then, let's see if you can see that. One hole for a tighter vape, the 2 holes for a more intermediate, and then the fully open for a more airy vape. This is a different airflow system than is on Kanger's Aero tanks. All right, let's see if we can take this apart now. Unscrew. Well, this comes apart pretty easily. And there's the tank in the top and the drip tip is also removable. Let's put that back in there, set that aside for a minute. And we're going to take the coil out. Alright, I got it figured now. It pulls out from the bottom. Okay, now let's see if you can see this or not. It's very small, but it is etched right into the coil itself. And it says OCC 0.5 ohm, 15 watt to 30 watt. I like that they do this on those coils. It'd be kind of nice if other coils had that too, so you know exactly the sweet spot there, and it's a pretty wide range, 15 to 30 watts, but so you know the range where it is going to perform the best. Okay, so that's the 0.5 ohm coil, and here is the 1.2 ohm coil, which is rated for 12 to 20 watts, or 12 to 25 watts. It's very small print. And that is something that the iStick should handle. So we're going to go ahead and pop this back in, and if you see in this part there's a little place inside there where the coil just connects right into. So you pop that in there like that, put it back onto the air control, and then you'd put it in the tank. But first we want to follow the instructions completely. So we're going to open up our bottle of e-juice and prime that coil a little bit. I don't know if you can see the cotton in there wrapped around the coil or not. We're going to prime that with a few drops of e-juice. So let me get the e-juice open. Got the e-juice ready. It's the Cyclops brand Eros. Kind of a cranberry. Oh man, very nice scent. So we got that ready. Again, there's our coil. And we're just going to drop a few drops. Hopefully you can see that, but I need to see it more importantly probably. There's 1, 2. Put enough in there that it actually will allow it to saturate. I don't want to overdo it, but I want to make sure there's enough in there. They warn you in the owner's manual not to dry fire these coils with the OCC, because that'll just burn the cotton right up. So let's put that back in there now, and then we'll attach it back to the airflow base. And let that sit there for a minute, because I have to take the top off of this to be able to fill it. So we'll just pull that out. It's got the red O-rings. Okay, push that down on the O-ring good. And then we're going to fill the tank up. Trying to keep away from that center hole. And this is the very first time we're using this coil, so we will take a couple of minutes and just let it saturate that cotton fully. Now we're going to screw this back in. Okay, we've got the tank attached to the E-Leaf iStick, and after looking at it a minute, I realized, oh, this is a bottom fill tank, so I put a little more juice in there. But let's take a look at the display, and hopefully you're able to see this pretty clearly. at 4.6 volts, which is as high as it's going to go on this. Now this is showing that it's 1.1 ohms resistance, and that's the highest wattage, 19.2 watts on the iStick. So even with a 1.1, this iStick is not giving me the full 20 watts. But 19.2 is pretty close to the limit on this coil anyway. Again, they said the coil between, I think it was 15 and 20 watts. Let's take a look real quick. I think it'll tell you in the manual. Oh, it's 12 to 25 watts for the 1.2 ohm. Okay, so we're going to let that soak for a little bit, and then we'll come back and we'll give it a vape. We'll try it at the 19.2 watts first, and then take it down if we need to a little bit. Okay, got it on there. Hopefully it's had enough time to soak. Got it filled up with the Eros e-juice. Give it a couple of tugs without firing it first, just to make sure that the coil is good and saturated. That may be too saturated. Yeah, I'm getting a little juice there. That's not good. Well, let's give it a try here. That's a pretty good cloud. No, I didn't time that one. Alright, we're ready to fire it up here. We'll time it this time. That was a 4.2 second inhale at 19.2 watts. Decent throat hit. This e-juice is a 35-65 PG-VG ratio, I think. The flavor is really good. It's a cranberry kind of mix. Oh, I like that. I like that the cotton does not interfere with the taste at all. It's a little noisy on that setting. Let's take it down one to just the one hole opening on the airflow and see if that makes a difference. It's certainly a quieter vape that way. That tastes good. That's the Kangertech Subtank Nano, our first look at it. I'm going to spend a couple of days with it, vape a couple of tanks, and come back with a full review. And then also be looking for our first look and full review on the Subtank Mini, also provided by Kangertech for purposes of these videos. Thanks for stopping in and visiting 7 Report today. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out the rest of our website, 7report.com. You spell out the word 7 for other reviews of hardware and e-juice, and embrace the vape.